Hail to the glory of the apparatus. Welcome to the hallowed walkways of the great works. I am Osiris, the chief engineer. I serve the great machines, the true rulers of Coruscant.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Osiris.
It's always good to see another humble biological down here. These machines are the vital organs of the planet. Biologicals are merely parasites, totally dependent on the infinite energy of the Great Ones. But discord emerges among the exalted masters. The stationaries grant sustenance to the biologicals, but the mobiles long to destroy our kind.
What are stationaries and mobiles?
The stationaries are industrial behemoths, creators. The mobiles, some call them droids, are workers. Understand this. One of the stationaries, Thermodraft, is in great pain. He's melting down. But the mobiles will not let me help him. When he dies, thousands of biologicals above will die with him. His energy will be unleashed.
Are you talking about some sort of explosion? Radiation leak?
Both. Thermodraft dies an angry death. You are only a mere biological. But perhaps you could help save Thermodraft. You'd have to release the control valves on his steel skeleton. Do this and matters could be set right.
I guess this would be serving the Republic.
Yes. A good service for the great machines and the biologicals. You'd be serving the whole planet. Thermodraft lives farther down into the works. You'll see him. He is astounding to behold. have been awaiting your return, biological. I feared for the fate of my lord. I heard his cries grow silent. Tell me that means you saved him. Tell me the great thermodraft lives on.
I closed the valves, but it's a machine. It's not alive.
That machine is more alive than we are, and now he will live on thanks to you. The machines have given me many amazing gifts. Take this one. May it serve you as you have served Thermodraft.
You have my thanks.
I must return to my duties now. The great machines need me, and I am proud to serve. Glory to you, biological, and glory to the great machines.
Jedi, thank you for coming over. I am Fez Burba, scientist notary of the Republic and planetary consult to the Galactic Senate. My current project could alter history. If my theory proves correct, I will be the most famous scientist who ever lived. Consider this. We all know the Imperial bombardment of Coruscant wreaked havoc on the infrastructure. But what if it also damaged the planet's very core?
Would there be a way to repair the damage?
Perhaps, depending on the extent of it, but most likely the planet would have to be evacuated. It is crucial that I get seismic readings from the lower levels, specifically from the Works sector. In the spirit of scientific inquiry, and on behalf of the safety of the Republic, I need you to perform this critical mission. Prove my theory correct, and the Senate will grant me a substantial endowment for further research. I will give you a generous reward as compensation.
If your theory is incorrect, what happens then?
I will still pay, of course, but your compensation will be significantly less. All that's required is that you take the Burba Seismic Activity Reader, my invention of course, and use it in the Works. The reader is both accurate and user-friendly. The challenge will be in the journey, not in the science.
Excuse me, you don't look like a Justicar. I hope. The Justicars say they're protecting us from the Black Sun, that they're better than the gangs, but they're not. I hate them. You're really not one, right? I don't want to get in trouble, like Brayden did.
Who's Brayden? Are you asking for my help?
Please, can you help me rescue Brayden? He's my brother. He's only 15, but they think he's older. They say they indentured him because he broke one of their stupid curfew laws. So they lock him up all day and make him shoot the Black Sun all night. He's going to die!
If these Justicars wish to keep the peace, it will not be on the backs of children.
Thank you. Are you really a Jedi? They say sometimes Jedi appear to children who are truly in need. To get to Brayden, you'll need some special belt they all wear. It's the only way to get past the security field where Brayden is. Please, please bring him back to me.
Embarrass the Senate if I have to, and Gonthor Industries will be back up in no time.
Oh man, a Jedi in the flesh? Perfect. This is perfect. So my name's Paus, right? And I'm a journalist. The only journalist down here who isn't afraid to dig up the truth. I'm onto something major with these Justicars. I'm gonna blow the lid on all their tyranny and oppression and show all of Coruscant what they really are.
Sounds like an honorable endeavor.
I'm glad you think so too, my friend. I'm working on a major scoop, a clear-cut case of wrongful arrest, illegal imprisonment, and unjust execution. Proof I need is just out of reach, though. I need a fearless hero to get that evidence. I need you.
Just tell me what needs to be done, Paus.
I knew you were the one. You're a fighter, baby, fighting the good fight. Raquel Lysanis, son of a wealthy family, arrested and executed without trial or explanation. He's the key to everything. The catalyst to the dirty little secret. Nobody's talking about Raquel's death. Not the Justicars, not his family, nobody. So I need the facts straight from the source, the Justicar Tower. And that's where you come in.
I'll find out the true circumstances of this poor boy's death, Paus. Perhaps then, justice can be served.
Yeah, and not the Justicar's jackbooted justice either. The real thing. Interrogation droids. They're the key. Justicars use them all the time, and they record everything they see. Find the droid that recorded Raquel, smash it, and yank the memory core. You can check the core on the Justicar computers to make sure you've got the right one.
Sounds like this should be relatively simple.
All right then. Soon as you've got the recording I need, bring it back here, and we'll show Coruscant the truth about these Justicars. Good luck, buddy. Good luck.
Master Jedi. Don't see too many of you on Coruscant anymore. Certainly not in Justicar territory. Agent Reed Gandon, Strategic Information Service. Notice anything odd down here? Like how quickly the Justicars took control? Weapons and armor don't just materialize out of thin air. The Justicars have a supplier, and it isn't the Republic. You follow?
You suspect the Justicars of illegal trade?
And worse, black market goods are one thing, but trading with the Empire is treason. Whoever's got the weapons runs the show. The SIS needs to know where those supplies are coming from. The Justicars control their own shipping dock, and I'm sure they keep records. I just need someone who can handle an ambush to get them.
Storming the docks might make the Justicars suspicious.
If there were another way, I'd be topside and long gone by now. Get those records to me as soon as you find them. You don't want to get waylaid by the Justicars.
Your sister sent me. You're free.
Rennie? Oh, but she's a little girl. How could she... Why? Now they're gonna kill me. Quick, can you put that back? Get it working again or something?
You want to be the Justicar's captive?
I can't escape. As long as the Justicars have me in their records as a curfew breaker, they'll just hunt me down again. And if they get me for going AWOL, they'll use torture. Unless... Look, if you really want to help, go into their computers and delete my file. I'll hide somewhere. When things die down, I'll find Rennie again.
Recording Raquel Lysanis, Adjudication Session 1, Captain Dragon presiding. Master Lysanis, you're accused of criminal activity under Supreme Law 8814, aiding and abetting an enemy of the Protectorate. How do you plead?
How do you think I plead? Not guilty. I don't even know what you're talking about. This is a violation of my rights. Look, my father gives you people a lot of credits. He's not going to be very happy about this.
That is entirely irrelevant. Your plea is now on record. This session is concluded.
You have no intention of even giving me a fair trial, do you? This is oppression, and I promise you, my father...
Recording Raquel Lysanis, Adjudication Session 2, Captain Dragon presiding. Master Lysanis, as you know, your alleged girlfriend, Mistress Daria Felton, failed to corroborate your alibi. Mistress Felton's testimony reports of 6 eyewitnesses, and the blasters found in your residence are sufficient proof of your membership in the Black Sun Crime Syndicate. Do you have any closing statements?
You know what? I do. You idiots got me this time. But you should know, I've been running operations under your nose for years. I've been working for the Black Sun since I was a kid. You people are pathetic.
Very well, your closing statements have been recorded. This session is concluded.
You're going to lose this war in the end. The Black Sun will rise!
Report your ailments. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
I've been hearing some serious comm chatter, pal. Sounds like you made a mess in the Justicar Tower. Did you find any recordings of Raquel? Don't keep me in suspense.
Here you go, Paus. Straight out of the Justicar Detention Center.
Terrific. Let's see what you found. Oh, no! Raquel, you snake! No wonder your parents won't talk about you, you little thug. Great. My whole story shot to pieces. That little jerk was my best lead. Now I've got nothing to go on.
Even if this lead didn't work out, you're still right about the Justicars.
I won't let this keep me down. I'll find the proof. Just gotta stick it out a little longer down here, that's all.
Anyways, thanks for all your help. Keep fighting the good fight. I'll see you around.
Shipping records from the Justicar docks. This should be everything you need.
Couldn't have done it better myself. These records prove the Justicars are getting supplies from off-world. I'll transmit these to headquarters, let them chew on it a while. You've got my thanks.
Your brother is free. He says he will find you as soon as it's safe.
Really? The Justicars were saying he'd been killed. But he's alive? Really? Thank you, thank you. You're my second best friend in the whole world.